Hey guys, welcome back to ItsRJTV. Going to do another Golf Clash video answering questions I've received in the comments. I'm sure based on the view counts and the comments that I've gotten on videos, there's lots of people watching that aren't reading the comments, so maybe other people have these same questions. Let's see, what can I answer while I'm on the home screen? Biggest Sky Trainer, Eric Fan, gave me a list of questions almost. Right off the bat, we got Mike D and Matt Garrett asking for either no music in my videos or no lyrics. And duly noted on that, when I made the one video that I know you're referring to, the one you actually commented in, it sounded perfect while I was making the video, while I was doing the editing process. However, once I uploaded it to YouTube, it seemed as though the volume on the music went up or my voice went down. So definitely no more lyrics. You guys don't have to worry about that. I don't want to make my videos hard to understand. Let's see. One of biggest Sky Trainer Eric fans questions, and someone else also had the same question. Let's see if I could find it real quick. Adam Bailey, I believe it is. How do I get the extra mile? I played 140 games, and again, biggest Sky Trainer Eric fan, not getting certain clubs. Well, down here there's a shopping cart. And if you click on the shopping cart, it refreshes every 24 hours. And as you can see, there's different, there's common, rare, and epic. The extra mile is not an epic card, I don't believe. It might be considered rare. It might even be common, but I think it's rare. And, so for 10 gems, you got to be a little patient and check often. But here's another thing I've noticed. For example, I don't want the Castaway. I have the Malibu. I think that's an excellent card. However, with the, I haven't ever gotten a Castaway yet, and other people have gotten Castaways. As a matter of fact, we can probably come over here and click on Sand Wedges and see most people get the Castaway in Tour 1. So I should have gotten that card a long time ago. But that card is useless to me because I believe the Malibu is the best card I could have. So there's a quick example there. Let's take a look at some of these other questions. How do you zoom in on the camera? I'll show you that. Edward Cassie, I hope I'm saying that right. Edward Cassie or Edward Casey. Don't upgrade the down in one. It sucks. Well, you know what? If we look at my clubs once again, what would that be? The wedge, I believe it is. Yeah, you'll see I still level 1. Not a single upgrade on the down in one. I love the skewer. I don't think there's another club like the down in one. I think it's kind of harsh to say that, the club is bad. I wouldn't say it sucks because I've played against people who actually slam dunk the ball with me with great accuracy. I think it's just one of those clubs that you need practice, and unfortunately on this game there is no practice mode, so it's going to cost you money to practice. So do all your practicing on the beginner, Tour 1, Tour 2, Tour 3, depending on where you are, and how much money you have, how many gold coins. So yeah, the down in one seems like it would be a pretty decent club if for when you got to learn it. I love the skewer personally. The accuracy is just insane with it. Absolutely love it. Harrison Phillips disagrees with me on shootout clubs. And you know what, Harrison Phillips? I know exactly what you're talking about. If you look at my clubs right now, I have them on the screen, you'll notice that the Viper was not one of the clubs that I said were the best. All the clubs that I said the best clubs available were basically if you were to take all the stats of every club and mix them together and give them each a score. So for example, we got the Viper. Better yet, let's choose the big dog against the Viper. If we look here, you can tell, maybe you can tell, it kind of looks like the big dog, the bar graphs on the big dog may have more points if you add up all those numbers than the Viper. But for me, where I actually need it for certain holes, the Viper is the preferred club for me. And one of the big areas is the ball guide, which you mentioned. Ball guide, curl, backspin, those things are super important in shootouts. However, when you're not doing a shootout, when you're actually playing a game, you know, especially with a wood, other things are a lot more important. For example, you're going to want power. You're going to want that extra top spin because that adds to your power. Accuracy is always nice no matter what, but the big dog, if I could carry two woods, I would carry the big dog for the regular course and I would carry the Viper for the shootouts. And I don't think the Viper is the best card for the shootout. I just think it's the best card that I have. As you can see, I don't have the Hammerhead. I do have the Guardian. I do think that the Guardian has the potential of being a much better club than the Viper, but at level 3, I'm not getting used to it. I did a last video, I think I talked about it, and I was using it and trying to get used to it, and I just couldn't get used to it, and I was losing a bunch of money, and it wasn't worth it. So I agree with you. And we can go even further. The long iron, I have the Goliath. The Goliath is considered a great club, but if I compare it to the Backbone's also a great club, and the reason being is, the ball guide, once again, curl is pretty important, and backspin. The Goliath is good enough, and I want to spend my gold coins on upgrading the Goliath rather than the Backbone, because the Goliath appears to have better long-term statistics. I don't want to waste 9,200 gold coins on the Backbone when, I can just wait till I get another 79 cards and instead, apply that towards however much more the Goliath would be. So I agree with you, Harrison Phillips. Let's see, moving on to the next questions. What else can I do here? I love this question. Tariq Kavaz, I hope I said that right. Please make more of these videos. Well, this is for you, Tariq Kavaz. I'm definitely making more videos. At the time of making this video, I am currently at 99 subscribers. Before I made my first Golf Clash video, I was right around 50. Also, my first ever Golf Clash video got me, I think I'm coming up on 4,000 views. Prior to that, I had a video that had, 300 views that was 10 months old. So the Golf Clash community has been very good to me, and I want to return the favor by putting out absolutely the best content I can. And for me, it just seems answering questions is definitely the way to go. So let's go into a game and see if we could answer other questions from other players here. I think that's everything we can do from the home screen. Let's see here. I'm just reading over real quick. Arno Van Dam says, explain side spin. Well, you know what? I am going to possibly show you side spin if I can get in to a shootout. My first game on Tour 6, and I know it was my first game because I had to download the course in order to play it. Actually, I had a shot at winning it, and I missed a putt. It was great instead of perfect, and I believe it just rimmed out, and that gave him the extra shot he needed, and I lost in the shootout. So, and that was simply because the person I was playing against has played Tour 6. Tour 6, the holes don't seem really hard. It's the shootout that, it's just going to take some time. And look at this. This will be half my money. But you know what? You guys are worth it for the YouTube videos, for all the subscribing and the likes, the thumbs up, everything you've given me. I'm fully expecting to lose this, but maybe we'll get lucky and we'll get a win, and maybe Golf Clash Tommy can help me out here a little bit, because I have been watching his videos, and I do believe that there is a video on this one as well that says go straight up with this particular hole. I mean, I could go here, and with the wind it would press me over there, but I want to say, yeah, I'm going to go straight up, because I could have sworn one of his videos said you want to go up here. So hopefully I'm not making any mistakes. I don't want to put myself in an early hole here to where this match will be boring. Now see if let's see any questions. I did use some top spin, I believe, on that ball. I clicked on the ball and I pressed up. And oh my God, I forgot to bring a special ball with me. I was supposed to bring a special ball. That was the whole point of doing this course. Ah, I can't believe I messed up. Please use a regular ball, make it even. Looks like he might be using a regular ball, and it looks like he might be taking the shortcut as well if he feels he could make it over there. I feel I'm doing, I don't know. I don't know what I feel. I want to say after watching Golf Clash Tommy's videos about going to the top there, I could be mistaken. I could be confusing videos or maybe golf courses, but I was pretty sure this was it. All logic tells me he's going the right way, but I'm going to stick with, that's why we watch these videos, to learn the tips and tricks. So let's see. And he ends up in the sand trap, so that's a big bonus for us. He's going to have to use a sand wedge, which doesn't get you very far. So thank you, Golf Clash Tommy. So had I chosen a special ball, as you can see, I can go up and down, but I can't go side to side. Side to side is kind of like curl. Ooh, this is going to be a tough shot. Okay, so see, I need to go way over here so the ball will land properly, and this looks like it's an uphill type green, or how do I put it? Yeah, like an uphill green. I hope that's far enough over. I'm going to try. Oh no, I did not want it to do that. Now I'm going to be in the sand myself. Okay, so bunker for bunker. Although I'll take this bunker over his bunker because my sand wedge could possibly get me to get a shot in. Chipping in, another thing that biggest Sky Trainer Eric fan asked on my comment section. You might be able to see one here possibly, but I don't know because I'm not very good at this course yet. This is only my second time playing, and he's having a whole lot of problems as well. Now he's in the rough. I don't know if his club will be long enough to get him to take a chip shot, but hopefully mine is. It looks like it's an uphill battle here. Definitely going uphill. Let's see, we got a 4.2 mile an hour wind. I want to go past this hole a little if I have to, but I'm not going to put forward spin on it. Let's take this shot, and hopefully we can get a perfect. We got a perfect. And I know when I hit the stick. Please don't roll too far. Okay, I think I might get my first win here. So anyway, yes, you see I didn't put top spin. Top spin would have meant it would have been rolling forward faster, and I would have hit that pole harder, and then I would have rolled backwards. Now, I took 3 shots, he took 2 shots, so actually I might not get the win. Looks like we are going to go to a shootout, which is going to be my kryptonite. Had I put backspin on that, it really might have I might have got in the hole, actually, but the thing I don't like about chipping shots in with backspin is it kind of consolidates the bounce of the ball. It brings the bouncing closer together, and you need the ball to roll in the hole. So if the ball rolls in the hole, if it's rolling instead of bouncing, as long as it's on the ground, it's going to get in a lot easier. So in terms of chipping in, which is another question from the biggest Sky Trainer Eric fan, I don't like to pull up and use backspin. I don't like to use top spin either unless it's absolutely necessary. If my club, like see here, right here, we're going to see him. He's got 889 trophies. I'm sure he can chip this in. You see he's going to back it up, and you can see the hump, but then it's a flat line after that. So the only thing I can hope for is that he's got a little too much power on this. Oh, he missed the shot. Okay, I don't understand why that didn't go in. But hey, guys, we got our first win, and I will take it. Good game. Thank you very much. 688 is the highest trophies I've ever had, and I'll definitely take another 60,000 gold coins. This is the highest money I believe I've ever had as well. Going over the list, though, We saw chipping in. Again, you know, chipping in is definitely something you want the ball to do a lot of rolling. It can't be bouncing because if it bounces, it could easily bounce over the hole. Also, if you're very close to the hole, say, you know, the club could be on one side of the green or the other. If you're on the far side of the green and it's a long green, you need to take the wind into account. But if you're very close, like he just was in that shot that we just saw, you really don't need to account for the wind because you're barely hitting the ball very far. And most of the time, it'll just roll right in. And, you know, that's the ease of chipping in. So I believe we have, let's see, oh, and curl shots is the other thing that the biggest sky trainer, Eric the fan, was asking about. Curl shots are great for if you have to approach your hole from the side, whether there's a tree line in the way, a bunker, rough, and you know you need to get around that, and there's no other way around it other than to come in from the side. Using curl, which would basically be just pulling back on your shot and then pulling it over to the right or left, depending on which way you need to curl it, is going to make it. It doesn't slice, but it almost kind of looks like a slice, except it's a controlled slice, and it'll come out, it'll bow out, and then when it lands, it's like the ball thinks that you hit it from another direction, so you'll get more of a roll from one side or the other. Don Anderson asked, how do you zoom the camera? Well, let's play one more game. And I am going to stay away from the U.S. Championships for right now. That was, I believe, 100% luck because he made some mistakes there. I'm going to show you right off the bat, zooming in and zooming out of the camera. Yep, we got another guy that puts me as an underdog, 874 to 688. Let's see who goes first. I go first. Okay, so check this out. You just put your thumb and your index finger on the screen close together, like I'm doing right now. You can't see it, but what you can see is as I pull them apart, I zoom in, and as I drag them in closer together on the screen, they come closer. So that's all you want to do. Now on this particular shot, I like to use backspin on the ball because I don't want it rolling off. I see which way the wind's blowing, and I feel safe here. Plus, I'm going to use a curl because I don't want it to go straight across. So see, I'm pulling it down into the side, and I get a perfect shot. So hopefully everything works out here. When I record, I'm not thinking as good as normal. And that is a very good shot. And that shot wouldn't have ended up there if I didn't use the curl and the backspin. And he even says, well played. So I'm going to give him a thank you. I was going to say good luck, but I don't want to seem condescending. So that asks a few more questions you guys had. Now let's see, is he going to go forward or is he going to, yep, he's going to try to do the same thing. And you should see, he's got a special ball, so you might even see side spin being used here. He should pull back because if you don't pull back here and use backspin, it's going to go too far. But he's not using any side spin. I'd probably use, yep, there he goes. There's side spin. Now if he curls it on top of that, he's going to have even more advantage than me because I was using a regular ball. But it doesn't look like he's using curl. So basically the side spin's doing the same thing that the curl would do. He could have just doubled up on that curl, and that was an excellent shot. You got to give him a nice shot on that one. So we got that. What else are we addressing here? All right. Well, let me just take my shot, and we got a 3.7. We're going to have to deal with that wind. I'm not trying to chip in, so I am going with some backspin here. No, I'm not, because I can't get far enough up. A little bit of backspin. And I can tell by my ball guide, you see it's going to bounce a second time. Obviously, it's not going to stop there, so I'm going to be right about even with the hole if I'm taking this shot right. Perfect shot, so it should end up right where I want it. That wind really pushes it. This is a theory that I have. I have a feeling when you're going over cliffs or, you know, things like that, you get a bigger push of wind and than you do when you're just taking your regular shots. But you see, I'm set up perfectly here for a nice little putt. Unfortunately, I won't be able to show you a chip in here, and he's using the big dog. which is an excellent club for power, but he doesn't have much of a ball guide. But anyway, biggest Sky Trainer Eric fan, Mike D and Matt Garrett, Don Anderson, Adam Bailey, Edward Cassie, Harrison Phillips, Arno Van Dam, and Tarek Chavez. Thank you so much for your comments. I hope I addressed all of them and in this video, and if not in this video, also on, in the comment section as well. Let's wrap up this game and wrap up this video. See who wins. I'm glad you guys got to see the Tour 6. A shout out to all you guys if you have channels or just, for being good viewers. Again, I'm sitting at 99 subscribers at the making of this video, and before I made my first Golf Clash video, I was right around 50. I've been growing like a snail, and again, the Golf Clash community has just been treating me so well. You're kind of jumping over a cliff here, so I always overcompensate a bit because I feel like the wind that's going in between those two pieces of land that you got to hop over there really seems to blow quite a bit. Like, I don't even know if he's over far enough. So we will see after he takes this shot. I have a feeling he might still end up on the left, and usually that would be a good spot to hit. But he does have the ball that has the air reduction, so let's take a look. You see how much it's just moving over? Yeah, he's upset already. Unlucky. Although it did turn in, so good for you on the turning in. That got you a little bit closer. I don't even know why I put unlucky. If he's within 6 yards, he could very easily win, because I'm going to be battling the same type of wind. So 8.3, but it's not so much. All right, let's see. I like that. Move it in a little bit more over there, and see, I'm a bit further over, and the wind's blowing more in instead of across. So I'm going to move just a tad bit closer. It's going to be a very close one. I'm not sure Oh, and I hit it great. So let's see what happens here. I think I just got in close enough to, overtake the wind. Not a great shot, but I'll take it. Good game. Again, thank you everyone for supporting my channel. I really appreciate it.